How did the Portuguese Empire, once a global maritime power, eventually collapse? The collapse was slow, lasting nearly 150 years, but it began with a shocking event. Portugal's biggest loss was Brazil in 1822. Ironically, Brazil gained its independence under the leadership of Pedro I, the Portuguese king's own son. After Portugal threatened to revoke Brazil's political autonomy, Pedro declared independence. Losing this largest and wealthiest colony severely weakened the entire empire. Following this, Portugal began to fall behind the newly industrialized powers. Specifically, intense competition came from Britain and France throughout the 19th century. During the scramble for Africa, Portugal managed to hold onto Angola and Mozambique, but they lacked the necessary resources to fully exploit and defend these huge territories. They were economically and militarily outmatched by their more powerful rivals. By the 20th century, the Salazar dictatorship attempted to maintain the empire at all costs. Salazar famously declared the colonies an integral, inseparable part of Portugal. This went directly against the rising global tide of decolonization movements. The result was costly colonial wars that erupted across the empire in the 1960s. These prolonged and expensive conflicts drained the Portuguese economy. Meanwhile, in Asia, India seized Goa, Dio, and Damão in 1961. This was a major blow to the Salazar government's prestige and credibility. The ultimate final collapse came from within the nation itself. In 1974, Portuguese military officers launched the Carnation Revolution. This largely bloodless coup overthrew the dictatorship. The new leaders realized they could not and did not want to continue the colonial wars. A rapid and sudden decolonization process was swiftly launched. In quick succession, most of the remaining colonies were granted independence. Angola, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, and São Tomé and Príncipe all became independent nations in 1975. The Portuguese Empire officially ended after nearly 6 centuries of existence. In summary, it was a mix of territorial loss, Brazil, and economic competition, followed by failed colonial wars and a political coup in the home country. One of the world's oldest empires crumbled due to its own stubbornness and exhaustion. In the end, the Carnation was mightier than the gun.